Happy Thursday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in. So I titled my message today with a question: are you an instigator, a spectator, or a participator? Taken from my business partner's book, Johnny Wimbry. It's called Building a Millionaire Mindset. So as I'm talking about these three different kinds of people, I want you to think about people in your own life that you know who are either an instigator, a spectator, or a participator, and even in the times when you yourself have been one of those people. Because internally, before we change our mindset and as we're learning to think differently, we do act like instigators at times, participators at times, and also spectators at times. So the instigators, these are the people who are usually not in the game, right? They're sitting on the sidelines, but they're not afraid to give an opinion. They're not afraid that if somebody gives, an idea, they might not necessarily agree with the idea, or they hear about a problem, they'll criticize that problem, but really have no solutions for the person that's giving the problem or the person that's giving the idea. They're not afraid. They like to place their opinion. They like to take rumors and present them as fact, present them as truth. Do you know somebody that's like that? Or have you listened to a story before, or heard a story on the news, or heard somebody tell a story, and right away you go on and on about your opinion without really knowing the facts or without really even being there? You might even tweet something. You might even put it out on social media about how stupid, so-and-so acted on whatever because you heard a story. Those are the kind of instigators. Those are the people who just really go by info. They like to gossip. They like to take gossip and use that as truth. And then you've got the spectators. They're looking in from a distance. They're cheering you on when things are going right. And as soon as, you might make a mistake, or as soon as things start to go wrong, they become critical. You make a mistake and it's like, you know what? I could have told you from the beginning that wouldn't work. I knew you shouldn't have done it. Do you know those kind of people? They are spectating from the outside, not really doing the thing themselves, but they are not afraid to tell you what you're doing wrong too. But they'll be happily congratulating you and cheering you on when things are going right. And then you've got the participators. These are the people who like to problem solve. They would rather think about ideas than problems. They would rather give solutions. They know that preparation is needed in order to be successful, right? They know that life is 90% of you preparing, 10% of being in the game, right? So they prepare. They get up early, they do the work, they grind it out. They know that it takes time, day in and day out, they're doing the right thing, right? But they also know that they're going to be surrounded by instigators and spectators. But they keep the blinders on. They know that they have to stay on their mission, they have to stay in their lane, so they kind of ignore the things that are going on around them. Yes, they hear them, yes, they see them, but they don't make that their focus. And that's really the person that you need to become to have a millionaire mindset. You need to know that you've got goals that you're going after. You need to know that even though things are going on around you, even though you're going to get criticized, even though you might be made fun of, even though you might have people who might say, oh, whatever that thing you're doing, it's never going to work. And then you might have the people who are gossiping about you and telling things that they have heard, or maybe even have heard about your organization, but don't even know if it's truth, and they're spreading those things. But the participator keeps their mind focused. They keep their head on straight. They just keep going for it, right? They might, they know that their journey is not a straight road. They know that they're going to deal with these ups and downs, but they stay the course. They stay the course, and they know how to maintain posture around the instigators and the spectators. So which one are you? Have you participated in, being an instigator at times in your life? Or maybe have you looked into a situation before, you've been looking in, but yet you've been acting as though you're really in the game when you really aren't? Or are you a participator? One who's really, you've got your goals written out, you know that you're doing the work, you know that someday it's going to pay off, and you're willing to do it. So I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Celebration Friday. We're looking forward to celebrating your efforts this week. So I'll see you then.